He borrowed $5,000 from his father-in-law to open a single variety store in Newport, Arkansas. 30 years later, he built Walmart into America's largest retailer. When he died in 1992, his family's net worth was $25 billion, making the Waltons the richest family in America. This is how Sam Walton revolutionized retail and became a billionaire through relentless focus on one principle: lowest prices always. Sam Walton didn't invent discount retail. He wasn't the first to open in small towns. He didn't create anything new. But Walton had an obsession that nobody else could match. He was willing to accept lower profit margins than any competitor if it meant lower prices for customers. While competitors aimed for 45% margins, Walton operated on 22%. That difference built the largest retail empire in history. His method was simple, brutal, and unstoppable. Samuel Moore Walton was born on March 29, 1918, in Kingfisher, Oklahoma. His family was poor during the Great Depression. His father was a farm mortgage agent who struggled to find work. The family moved constantly: Oklahoma, Missouri, Wyoming, chasing whatever jobs existed. Sam learned early that financial security mattered more than anything. Walton excelled in school and sports. He was student body president, star quarterback, and an Eagle Scout. He attended the University of Missouri on a partial scholarship, graduating in 1940 with a degree in economics. He joined J.C. Penney as a management trainee, earning $75 per month. Penney's founder, James Cash Penney, preached customer service and value, lessons Walton absorbed completely. World War II interrupted Walton's retail career. He served in the U.S. Army Intelligence Corps from 1942 to 1945, supervising security at aircraft plants. He never saw combat. After discharge in 1945, Walton married Helen Robson, whose father owned a successful ranch and lending business in Oklahoma. Walton needed money to start a business. His father-in-law, L.S. Robson, agreed to loan him $20,000 at 5% interest. With $20,000 borrowed and $5,000 of his own savings, Walton bought a Ben Franklin variety store franchise in Newport, Arkansas for $25,000. The store was struggling, located on a side street, poorly managed. Walton was 27 years old, had a wife and growing family, and was betting everything on retail. Walton worked obsessively. He opened the store at 7 a.m. and closed at 9 p.m. 6 days a week. He drove to surrounding towns studying competitor stores, noting their prices, layouts, and inventory. He bought merchandise directly from manufacturers when possible, cutting out wholesalers to reduce costs. He sold at lower prices than competitors and made up profit through volume. Within 5 years, Walton's Newport store became the top Ben Franklin store in Arkansas, generating $250,000 in annual sales, about $3.2 million today. He was making approximately $30,000 to $40,000 annually. The store was phenomenally successful. Then disaster struck. Walton had signed a 5-year lease with a renewal option, but he'd failed to properly execute the option. The building's owner refused to renew, wanting the successful store for his own son. In 1950, Walton lost his store. Everything he built for 5 years was gone. He had to start over. Devastated but determined, Sam Walton searched for a new location. He chose Bentonville, Arkansas, a town of 3,000 people in the northwest corner of the state. Most retailers considered small towns unprofitable, not enough customers. Walton saw opportunity. Small towns had no competition, rent was cheap. If you offered good prices and service, entire towns would shop at your store. In 1950, with money from selling his Newport lease, Walton opened Walton's 5 and 10 on Bentonville's town square. The store followed the Ben Franklin franchise model, but Walton constantly experimented. He bought odd lots and closeouts, selling them at huge discounts. He stayed open later than competitors. He focused fanatically on inventory turnover, selling items quickly at low margins rather than slowly at high margins. Walton studied every aspect of retail. He visited competitors' stores obsessively, sometimes driving hundreds of miles to see how other retailers operated. He'd measure aisle widths, count checkout registers, examine pricing strategies, and interview employees. His competitors thought he was crazy. Walton was learning. By 1960, Walton owned 15 Ben Franklin stores across Arkansas, Missouri, and Kansas, making him one of the largest Ben Franklin franchisees in America. His stores generated approximately $1.4 million annually. Walton was wealthy by small-town Arkansas standards, worth perhaps $500,000, about $5 million today. But he saw something bigger coming. The 1960s brought discount retailing to America. Stores like Kmart, Target, and Woolco offered dramatically lower prices than traditional retailers by operating on thin margins with high volume. These discount stores were revolutionizing retail, but only in large cities. Walton realized discount retailing could work in small towns if you executed perfectly. In 1962, Walton pitched the Ben Franklin Franchise Company on opening discount stores in small towns. They rejected the idea. Small towns couldn't support discount stores, they argued. Walton disagreed. He decided to do it himself. On July 2, 1962, Sam Walton opened his first discount store in Rogers, Arkansas, Walmart Discount City. He was 44 years old. The store was 16,000 square feet, tiny by later standards, and located in a small town of 5,000 people. Competitors dismissed it as a foolish experiment. Walton's strategy was revolutionary for small towns. Offer prices 20% below competitors. Operate on 22% gross margin versus industry standard 45%. Compensate through massive volume and dominate the market completely. If local competitors tried to match Walmart's prices, they'd lose money on every sale. If they didn't match prices, they'd lose all their customers. The Rogers store was immediately successful, generating $1 million in first-year sales. Walton opened a second Walmart in Harrison, Arkansas in 1964, then Springdale in 1965, then more. Each store followed the same formula. Small towns competitors ignored. Lowest prices guaranteed, high volume compensating for low margins. Walton's obsession was legendary. He visited every store regularly, sometimes unannounced at 2 a.m. to check inventory and talk to night crews. He flew his own airplane to reach remote stores quickly. He'd land at small airports, rent a car, inspect the store, interview employees, no problems, and fly to the next location. He visited competitors constantly, measuring their prices and copying their best ideas. Walton pioneered many retail innovations. He was among the first to share sales data and profits with employees, creating a profit-sharing program. He called employees associates and treated them as partners. He held Saturday morning meetings at headquarters where he'd share financial results, celebrate successes, and demand accountability for failures. But Walton's real genius was distribution. He realized that discount retail succeeded through logistics efficiency. Walmart built massive distribution centers strategically located to serve clusters of stores. Walmart-owned trucks delivered inventory faster and cheaper than competitors using third-party distributors. This distribution advantage let Walmart offer lower prices while maintaining consistent inventory. By 1970, Walmart had 32 stores in small Arkansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma towns, generating $31 million in annual sales. Walton owned 100% of the company, making his net worth approximately $10 million. But rapid expansion required capital that Walton couldn't self-finance. In 1970, Walmart went public, selling stock to raise expansion capital. The IPO priced at $16.50 per share, raising $3.3 million. Walton retained 61% ownership, making his stake worth approximately $12 million. Going public transformed Walmart. With capital available, Walton accelerated expansion aggressively. Walmart opened stores throughout the South and Midwest, targeting towns competitors ignored. The strategy was surgical: saturate one geographic region completely before entering new regions. This created distribution efficiencies and prevented competitors from easily entering Walmart's territory. Walton's management style was hands-on and demanding. He expected executives to work Saturdays. He demanded detailed financial reports on every store. He fired underperforming managers quickly but promoted top performers rapidly. He visited stores constantly, praising good work and criticizing bad execution publicly. Walmart's culture emphasized frugality obsessively. Walton himself drove a pickup truck, flew coach, and shared hotel rooms with executives on business trips. The Bentonville headquarters was Spartan: no expensive furniture, no executive perks. Every dollar saved went to lowering prices for customers. Walton also ruthlessly negotiated with suppliers. Walmart demanded the lowest possible wholesale prices, threatening to drop suppliers who didn't comply. Small manufacturers had little choice. Walmart's volume was too important to lose. This purchasing power let Walmart undercut competitors on price continuously. By 1980, Walmart had 276 stores generating $1.2 billion in annual sales. Walton's net worth exceeded $400 million. But Walmart was just getting started. The 1980s would see explosive growth that made Walmart America's largest retailer. The 1980s were Walmart's decade. The company expanded from regional player to national powerhouse through relentless execution of Walton's strategy: lowest prices, saturation of markets, distribution efficiency, and operational excellence. Walmart pioneered using computers for inventory management. While competitors tracked inventory manually, Walmart used barcode scanning and database systems to monitor every item in every store in real time. This let Walmart restock quickly, avoid out-of-stocks, and identify slow-moving merchandise immediately. Walton also expanded Walmart's format. In 1983, Walmart opened its first Sam's Club, a membership warehouse store targeting small businesses and price-conscious consumers. Sam's Club charged $25 annual membership, but offered even lower prices than Walmart. The format was immediately successful, reaching 148 locations by 1990. Walmart crushed regional competitors systematically. When Walmart entered a market, local retailers faced impossible choices: match Walmart's prices and lose money, or maintain margins and lose customers. Most went bankrupt within years. Critics called Walmart predatory. Walton argued Walmart simply served customers better. By 1985, Walmart had 882 stores generating $8.4 billion in annual sales. Forbes magazine named Sam Walton the richest person in America with a net worth of $2.8 billion. Walton was 67 years old, still flying his airplane to visit stores, still working Saturdays, still demanding lower prices. In 1987, Walmart's stock split for the 9th time since going public. Early investors who'd bought $1,650 worth of stock in 1970 now own shares worth $500,000. Walton's 39% ownership stake, reduced from 61% through dilution and family gifts, was worth approximately $8.5 billion. By 1990, Walmart surpassed Sears and Kmart to become America's largest retailer with 1,528 stores and $32.6 billion in annual sales. Walmart employed 275,000 people. The Walton family's combined net worth exceeded $25 billion, making them the richest family in America. Sam Walton was diagnosed with bone cancer in 1990. He continued working, visiting stores and attending Saturday morning meetings when possible. On March 17, 1992, President George H.W. Bush awarded Walton the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Walton died 5 days later on April 5, 1992, at age 74, at his home in Bentonville. At his death, Walmart had 1,928 stores generating $55.2 billion in annual sales. The Walton family's net worth was approximately $25 billion. Sam's personal stake was worth approximately $8.5 billion. His autobiography, Made in America, published weeks before his death, became a bestseller. Walton's widow Helen and their 4 children inherited his fortune. Unlike most wealthy families who diversify, the Waltons kept their Walmart stock. This decision proved extraordinarily profitable. Walmart continued growing exponentially after Sam's death. By 2000, Walmart had 4,189 stores and $165 billion in sales. By 2010, 8,970 stores and $405 billion. By 2020, 11,510 stores and $559 billion. Today, Walmart operates over 10,500 stores in 19 countries, employs 2.1 million people, and generates over $648 billion annually. It's the world's largest company by revenue. The Walton family's net worth in 2024 exceeds $250 billion, making them the richest family in America and one of the richest in the world. Sam's 4 children, Rob, John, Jim, and Alice, each have net worths exceeding $60 billion. Their wealth comes almost entirely from Walmart stock inherited and accumulated over decades. Sam Walton's success came from one principle executed with fanatical discipline: lowest prices always. Everything else, distribution centers, inventory systems, employee profit sharing, small town strategy, served that single goal. Walton operated Walmart on 22% gross margins when competitors operated on 45%. This meant Walmart made $22 profit on every $100 in sales, while competitors made $45. But Walmart's lower prices generated far higher volume. A competitor making $45 on 100 sales earned $4,500. Walmart making $22 on 300 sales earned $6,600. Volume overcame margin. This strategy required perfect execution. Walmart couldn't afford waste, inefficiency, or mistakes. Distribution had to be flawless. Inventory management had to be precise. Employee productivity had to be maximized. Walton built systems and culture, ensuring operational excellence at every level. Walton also understood geography. He dominated small towns competitors ignored, building distribution infrastructure that made entering those markets unprofitable for competitors. By the time competitors recognized small town opportunities, Walmart had saturated markets and built distribution advantages that couldn't be overcome. His negotiation with suppliers was ruthless. Walmart demanded lowest wholesale prices, fastest delivery, and best terms. Suppliers complied because Walmart's volume was too large to lose. This purchasing power perpetuated Walmart's price advantage. Walton's personal frugality reinforced Walmart's culture. He drove a pickup truck worth $15,000 despite being worth billions. He flew coach commercially when not flying his own plane. He shared hotel rooms with executives. This wasn't performance. Walton genuinely believed luxury was wasteful. Every saved dollar could lower prices. Sam Walton borrowed $5,000 from his father-in-law in 1945 to open a variety store in Newport, Arkansas. He lost that store 5 years later through a lease technicality. He started over in Bentonville, a town of 3,000, opening Walton's 5 and 10. In 1962, at age 44, he opened his first Walmart targeting small towns competitors ignored. 30 years later, when Walton died in 1992, Walmart was America's largest retailer with 1,928 stores and $55 billion in sales. His family's net worth was $25 billion. Today, that fortune exceeds $250 billion. Walmart generates $648 billion annually, employs 2.1 million people, and operates in 19 countries. Walton's secret wasn't innovation or genius. It was accepting 22% margins when everyone else demanded 45%. It was visiting every store personally. It was building distribution centers in Arkansas while competitors focused on New York. It was treating employees as partners while paying them modestly. It was flying coach despite being worth billions. Most importantly, it was unwavering focus on one principle: lowest prices always. Competitors tried matching Walmart's prices but couldn't sustain lower margins. They tried entering small towns but lacked distribution infrastructure. They tried copying Walmart's systems but couldn't match the culture. The man who lost his first store due to a lease mistake became the richest person in America by refusing to accept anything but lowest prices. He proved that operational excellence and relentless focus on customers could beat innovation, marketing, and established competitors. Sam Walton didn't invent discount retail. He just executed it better than anyone else ever has.